Hello, my YouTube friends. I know that I mentioned before in a previous video that you actually sleep better with a tidy home, and I want to really talk about that today. I don't know that there have been any studies done about it. I know my experience with my mentees and myself and my siblings and my friends that we all seem to sleep better when our house is clean and organized. So I want you to think, if you've been having some sleeping issues, is it because you have anxiety because your house is a mess? I know that most of you who follow these videos are kind of anxious. You might have some ADD. You're definitely sidetracked, ADHD. I know that I do, and that's majority of the people who follow me tend to fall in those categories. If you are not, if you are born organized but you love these systems, we welcome you. I love you just as much as everyone else, but this is really for those of us, this particular video is for those of us who are a mess. Okay, so having experienced this myself, I will share my experience with you. When my children were young and I worked full time and I didn't know how to keep the house organized, I could flat clean it, and I cleaned it hard, and I cleaned it for 6 hours on Saturday, and I worked in the yard and everything was perfection because I was a perfectionist. But didn't really get into the closets, into the drawers, into the hidden spaces, into the garage, into the laundry room. There were places where there was stuff. So those are my hidden secrets. Also, as the week progressed, the house fell apart. Things would be not folded, clothes would be not folded, the children's things would be on the floor. There would be toys in the hall, toys in the living room. At the end of the night, I did pick up the toys in the living room because I didn't enjoy, after the children were in bed, sitting in my living room and looking at that mess. So I would always just pick their toys up myself. I encourage you to have your children help you pick them up. I'm a different person. I follow a different system now, but this is what I did in the old days. But my house would start to fall apart. So by Friday night, I usually didn't sleep very well. And maybe I didn't sleep very well from Wednesday to Friday because my house was a mess. I didn't feel good. Everything was yuck. And so when I would work on it really hard on Saturday, well, number one, I was flat exhausted at the end of the day and I would fall into the bed. But when I woke up on Sunday morning, I'd feel so refreshed and so rejuvenated because my house was so clean and tidy. The children's rooms were tidy. I knew I was going to make a roast that day. We were going to go to church that day. We had clean clothes. I felt so hopeful. And on Monday, I usually slept pretty good. And on Tuesday, I slept okay. And by Wednesday, I was not sleeping good again because the house had fallen apart again. I don't want that for you. I want you to follow a system where you get a little bit done every day. If you work outside the home, you're going to do most of it Saturday morning for 2 hours. You're going to do a weekly home blessing hour Saturday morning, and you're going to do your zone Saturday morning. You're going to do your planning for the week on Sunday evening. But for those of us at home, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's when we plan out these kinds of things. For the payroll homemakers, which I was myself for 45 years, I can totally commiserate with you. I do want you to find some time for yourself, enjoying that trip to the office, the trip home from the office, your lunch hour. These are your times, your breaks to do things for yourself. These are your free times because you don't get a free time. You go home and you go back to work. So don't be on the phone talking about hard things. Listen to a book on tape when you're driving back home. If you work from home, take 20 minutes to listen to something enjoyable, beautiful music, praise music, a book on tape. Talk to a friend you haven't talked to in a while that's not full of woe and misery. Have some pleasant time for yourself. But back to what we're talking about, because I digress. I'm a little ADD, right? All right, so you're going to get your house cleaned in 15-minute increments. On Saturday, it'll be all 1 hour for the payroll homemakers, but the at-home homemakers, 4 days a week in 15-minute increments. I know that won't seem like much to you that'll help you sleep better, but it honestly will, because you're going to start with the hidden spots. So let's say in your bedroom, you started with your dresser drawers and you organized your pajama drawer. And that night, when you got ready to go to bed, you open your pajama drawer and you see the tidiness in there, and that's just a foreshadowing of what your house is going to be like. So you can get happiness from that and sleep a little better. The next day, maybe you work on your underwear drawer. And so now when you get out your underwear and your pajamas, you're saying, wow, I've doubled the amount of space that I have decluttered. My house is going to be done before I know it. Let's say the next night that you worked on your t-shirt drawer. So that morning when you got up and you put your pajamas away, you got out your t-shirt, you're feeling more like you've tripled now. And then the next day, maybe you keep jeans or shorts or whatever in your next drawer. Maybe that's it. I don't know what kind of drawers you have, but you see what I'm saying? And then you start working in your closet the next month. So that whole month, you're going to keep these drawers looking nice because you're going to care for the work that you've done. And you've gone on from the bedroom to the living room. And now you're doing that in the living room. And you're only doing it for 4 days or for 1 hour on Saturday if you're payroll. And you're going to care for that you did by clutter checks. You're going to make sure that you keep it that way and that the children aren't ruining it, okay? And you have to discipline your children by being firm. And then the next day, the next week, you're going to be doing, let's say, the entryway. Maybe you've got, in the foyer, you've got a table that's just always a mess. And now you've set it up so your keys go in this basket and your mail goes in this basket or your inbox or whatever. You know, you have a plan there. Your shoes go into the table. If you have cardigans, they hang on a hook or whatever. You know, you're starting to see slowly but surely little spots of light in your house. The next week, you're going to work in your kitchen. Let's say you just organize the glasses and maybe the silverware drawer and the junk drawer. Maybe it took you 4 times to get that done. Or maybe you were able to work a little under the sink or whatever. You pick out what you want to do, your Tupperware, whatever. When you go to use that all week long, care for it, keep it nice, and know, wow, that's looking good. You know what? And this month, well, did we finish? Yeah, we finished. So let's say you've worked in the bathroom, your bedroom, the living room, your entryway, and the kitchen. They all have at least 3 or 4 spots that are organized now, and you're caring for them. So you're starting to feel more and more peaceful, and you should be sleeping a little better. And the next time you work in your bedroom, you're going to do 4 more things. And in the kitchen, 4 more things. And in the entryway, 4 more things. And in the living room, 4 more things. And in the bathroom or other room, 4 more things. Until your laundry room, the children's room, the garage, everything is organized. And now you can deep clean, which is so much easier with no clutter. You can deep clean your bedroom. Now's the time to get rid of the stick vacuum that you use on the weekly home blessing hour and get out your beater bar brush vacuum and really clean that carpet good. Put the pretty lines in it. Get under the bed, up behind the things, and get it really clean. 15 minutes of vacuuming in one room is a lot. You're not vacuuming the whole house, just that room, because that was how we do our work. And when you go to bed that night, you're going to really sleep good because you're going to say, wow, this room looks fantastic. Next time I'm going to get the ceiling fan. Next time I'm going to get the windowsill and the window. Next time I'm going to wipe the switches and the walls. Next time I'm going to clean the baseboards. Next time, and you have a list of things you're going to do in your planner. Okay? All right, so that's it for today. This is how organization brings happiness. This is how you will sleep better, because of the organization that brings happiness, that causes you to be more peaceful, which allows you to sleep better. You have less anxiety. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, my YouTube friends, and I hope that you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.